guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today it's Luton Town versus Accrington Stanley match day preview. Like any other preview, I do talk about the game before, which was against Cambridge United. The game against Cambridge was disappointing because the fact is that we were doing really well in the game, and then until the sending off of James Collins, that's when the game changed. Now, when Danny Hilton came off in that game, the game did change slightly, but I still felt we were good enough to go on to win the game with 11 men. James Collins getting sent off was very stupid. Now, the problem this season has been the lack of discipline in the team. We're getting too many sending offs, too many yellow cards, and it's costing us. It really has been costing us because players are just getting suspended, they're getting left out, we're then dropping points because we ain't got our key players. We keep getting injuries as well, which is having an effect on us like any other team would, but we just it keeps happening, and for some reason there isn't anyone in the team telling players, look, just shut up. Like Anna Sheehan, he was the captain against Cambridge. Why was he not telling Collins just to go away? You know what I mean? Yes, the referee gave him a yellow card because he's put his hands up in the air, but he knows the rules. At the end of the day, you know the rules. You can't go up to a referee and moan about it, and he was moaning about the reason the referee gave a corner. Now, why are you moaning about that? We didn't concede from the corner. If we conceded from the corner, if we let in a goal from that corner, I completely understand why you would go to the referee and argue with him. But the fact is that we didn't even concede from the corner. There was no point in even going to the referee in the first place. I don't understand why he did, and it resulted in him getting sent off, which led to Cambridge getting the goal. The only real dangerous man Cambridge United had was that striker up front. I forgot his name, and I most probably can't even pronounce his name, but that player there was the only real dangerous player Cambridge United had, and I couldn't really see Cambridge getting a goal with 11 men on the field. But anyway, enough talk about Cambridge. For me, it's 2 points dropped. We should have got the win there. But anyway, on to this game against Accrington Stanley. Now, last week I was thinking to myself that Accrington Stanley, this game could be a title. This one could determine who's going to win the league. Now, I take that back because I've just looked at who Accrington Stanley have to play, and trust me, it's a very difficult run-in for Accrington Stanley. Away from home, they've got to play us. We're in the top 3, so it's going to be difficult. They've got to play Mansfield. Mansfield want automatics, possibly the title. So they're a team who are definitely going to be in the playoffs. They've got to play Colchester away from home. Colchester, they want the playoffs as well. They've got to play Wycombe. Wycombe want the title. They want to get top 3 and the playoffs as well, all included. Newport are a complete new team this season. They're doing amazingly well. They've completely changed it from last season where they were a relegation side. They've also got to play Swindon. Swindon, they want the playoffs as well. They don't have a good home record, but they're still going to want playoffs, and it ain't going to be an easy game. At home, Accrington have to play Forest Green, relegation side. They're going to try and stay up. Yeovil, they're around about near the bottom of half of the table, so that could be that game could go either way. Notts County in the playoffs as well. Exeter, they're going to want the playoffs as well. Lincoln, they're going to want the playoffs as well. So literally, Accrington Stanley have got a really, really hard run-in. Now, if you compare Accrington Stanley's running to our run-in, we've got to go away to Coventry. Coventry, they're going to want the playoffs, so that's going to be quite difficult. And that's happening this Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday. We've got Carlisle. Carlisle are going to be a top 10 playoffs possibly as well. We've got to go to Newport. Newport, like I said, new side this year. Got to go to Colchester away from home as well. Playoff team. Yeovil, like I said, they can possibly pick up the points. And finally, Notts County on the last away game of the season and the last game of the season overall. So yeah, they're going to want playoffs as well. So that's the away games we've got to go to. And then at home, we've obviously got to play Accrington. Barnet should be a 3-pointer, but then again, they are down up near the bottom of the half of the table, near that relegation zone. We've got to play Forest Green as well, who are down there. Crewe are down there. And also Mansfield at home as well on Bank Holiday Monday. So they're in the playoff teams as well. But at the end of the day, you've got to focus on yourself, and you've got to make sure you get your 3 points. Make sure you win the games. And that's it. Right then, let's go on to the lineup, which I'll play against Accrington Stanley. In goal, Marek Steck. Obviously, he's been doing alright this season. He's done us games. He's won us points. Yes, he's lost us points, but he's done more. He's a fantastic shot stopper. However, he does worry me slightly with his handling. He does drop the ball when he comes from crosses. So that does scare me a little bit, but Marek Steck is a good goalkeeper. So yeah, he's starting in goal for me. Right back, Jack Stacey, last few games he's been performing really well, so I can't see why he would get dropped. So Jack Stacey right back. In the two centre back roles, I'm going to go with Scott Cuthbert and Alan Sheehan. Cuthbert returned back from injury. He is the captain, of course. I don't see why not he shouldn't be in the team. And ever since he's left the team, we've gone on a slight little dip. So Cuthbert and Sheehan at the back for me. Left back can be Dan Potts for the aerial ability. For some reason, James Justin, for me, this season he's been on and off. I reckon that's because he's going to be leaving the club soon, possibly. But anyway, Dan Potts because of his aerial ability, and he's improved massively this season. In that CDM role, I'm going to go with Downs from the Ipswich lad. He's performed really well since he's been at the club. He hasn't really had a poor game, so he's been a really good player. He always wants the ball. He always makes really good passes. His decision making is a lot better than Glenn Ray's. I personally like Downs in that CDM role. In the two CM roles, I'm going to go with Ollie Lee. Ollie Lee's had a better season this year. And I'm going to go with Luke Gabbin. Now, Luke Gabbin's performance last week proved to Nathan Jones and to the fans that he deserves to be starting in the starting 11. Now, Gabbin for me this season, or ever since he's actually been under Nathan Jones, he hasn't been given that chance. And every time he gets given a chance, he performs. But then he goes off to international duty. And I know international duty is coming up soon. And I think he should be starting. I really do. I think he's always performed. Every time I've seen Gabbin play, he's performed. So I want Luke Gabbin starting. In that number 10 role, I'm actually going to go with Luke Berry. I like Luke Berry in that number 10 role. But against Cambridge, he wasn't that good. But I do believe Luke Berry is a really good number 10. In the striker roles, now obviously without Collins. And I don't know if Danny Hilton's injured or not. Now, it hasn't come up yet. I've looked on the Twitter. I've looked on the club website. It doesn't state that Danny Hilton is injured, so I'm assuming he's fit and he's got potentially could be playing against Accrington. So Danny Hilton for me. For some reason, when Danny Hilton doesn't play, we look like a different team, which is disappointing. But it does look like the team is built around Danny Hilton, which is a slight problem because when you don't have Danny Hilton, the team's lost something, and you need to replace that with a better player. So we do need to have a backup, a really good backup choice if Danny Hilton's not in the team, which I don't personally think we currently have. But anyway, that topic could be said for another day. So if Danny Hilton's fit, he should be starting, and Elliot Lee alongside him. Elliot Lee, I like Elliot Lee. I think he's very dangerous on the ball. It's very hard to get the ball off. However, his aerial ability does let him down a bit, but that's because of his height. The reason why I choose Elliot Lee over Jarvis is because when he came on against Cambridge, he was so lazy, he doesn't run. And I know it's too early to judge him, but he doesn't look like the player who I think he is, if you get me. So yeah, I want Elliot Lee and Danny Hilton up front. But anyway guys, that is the starting 11 which I would play against Accrington Stanley. Obviously in the comment section of this video, let me know what you guys personally think the starting 11 should be. It'd be quite interesting to see what you guys would pick for the game against Accrington Stanley. If you did enjoy today's video guys, don't forget to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below, obviously like I've said, the team which you would play against Accrington Stanley, and also your score predictions. Drop down your score predictions. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Luton. But anyway, drop down your score predictions in the comment section of this video as well. If you guys are interested in getting some nutrition stuff, I've got a code for soccer supplement in the description as well, so if you want 10% off, use my link in the description below. Also, if you haven't seen my latest video, it's called Life of a Luton Fan. It's a weekly vlogging series which I do on my channel where I just vlog my life and I bong all little highlights into one video, and yeah, they're about 15 up to half an hour minutes long. So if you want to watch that, go and watch. I've uploaded 2 videos of that, done it for 2 weeks now, so go and give that a watch if you've got time on your hands. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the matchday vlog against Accrington Stanley.